Well, prices at the pump are low, but the Colorado gas and oil industry is in economic free fall. A barrel of oil is selling for less than it costs to even make. KRDO News Channel 13's Alexis Dominguez has the story on how COVID-19 is forcing a decline in demand and jobs.
You won't see any oil rigs here in El Paso County, but our economy will still feel those effects of production coming to a halt. Colorado accounts for almost 4% of the nation's crude oil production, and output has quadrupled in the last decade due to new technologies. But now, supply and demand troubles during COVID-19 are forcing some companies to make massive cuts and layoffs.
Oil and gas industry jobs tend to be high-paying jobs, and they're jobs that come with a lot of other related spending on pipelines and rigs and capital equipment.
And the economic problems mean some companies are allowing rigs to sit idle.
One more kick when we're already down.
Dr. Richard Walbekind, an associate dean at the University of Colorado's Leeds School of Business, says there is no way to know how much worse it might get.
While the current situation is pretty dire, how dire is going to depend on how long the pandemic continues.
Mark Finley, a fellow in energy and global oil at Rice University's Baker Institute, says the country's oil rig count fell an unprecedented 45% in the span of 6 weeks.
Unprecedented shock in global oil demand. And even with coordinated efforts to now cut production, there's still, frankly, too much supply and not enough demand.
Secretary of State Jenna Griswold also says we are experiencing a decline in the demand for oil, partially because people are simply not using gas during the shutdown and because of a price war between Saudi Arabia and Russia.
The world is producing 30 million more barrels of oil a day than we're consuming.
For now, experts say there won't be a quick rebound around the world or here in Colorado. I'm Alexis Dominguez, KRDO News Channel 13.